Where the fuck did Nightbot come from? Where the fuck are you, Nightbot, you little bastard? How the fuck have I got a Nightbot in you? That needs taken care of. Let's time him out. Put use on and time out. There you go. There's Nightbot and a timeout there. Nightbot just being timed out. Doomerang, how you doing, Doom? Did you see that there? Nightbot. Fucking Nightbot. We all know how I hate Nightbot. Right. How do I do this again? Been a while since I've been live, so just to be polite and respectful, I have to put the link out. That's it. Paste. Dum. And the nerve of that fucking thing, man. What a horrible little piece of shit. Right. So there's the link out. Trying to get some music up, yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Doomerang, I'm not even gonna ask you, right? I'm just gonna whack some again there, right? I'm gonna get copyrighted for it. I'll get copyrighted for it, but who gives a shit? Who gives a fucking shit? Right, now do I do this again? Can't do this to it, isn't it? Can't do this to it, isn't it?
Social media is a big impact on young girls. If they see something that is a bit negative, that can really throw them off. Supporting.
If you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, and do the same to me.
Now I've got some shoes on to me. Let's have a topic. We'll have a topic tonight, mate. What to talk about? Something in particular, right? It wasn't the Epstein thing. Oh my god. Mind blank.
Double strike a split. The ace of spades. The ace of spades. You know I'm going to lose. And gambling's for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker.
this one.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. Cause the rich men, cause the rich men.
I didn't give you crabs. Right, you got them yourself. You couldn't give me them because I'm shaving.
Wish politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to
Don't
eat,
have to do
and
better
we
than
all
that,
be
chaotic.
milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. Cause the rich men, don't the rich men.
Random, right. It's double random fucking. You know what you're saying? Careful, USA folk. This Chris, Date Grape, Andrew J off YouTube, and that alcohol. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to be a little bit better than that. Like, just be gonna have to be a bit better than that, right?
I've been
so used to getting trolled and shit like that, my friend. You know, you're starting to give yourself away now. That's all you're doing right now. Is giving yourself away by releasing little bits of information. The fact that you know Andrew J. All right. Where was I? Total meltdown debate. Oh, that was brilliant. That one. No, we'll not do that one. I'll do that one. Hey, fuck it. I'm not gonna stay live for long because other people are gonna be going live. So anyway, let's look in the chat. Let's get that link back out. Right, just for any little fucking if X Chaotic wants to like try and be a bit of a big man and actually jump on the panel. Let's see if he's got the bollocks to do that. Pick up Chris and his ex Pringles. You're giving yourself away, son. You are, aren't you? I mean, have you not got nothing better else to do at all? Come on, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to jump up here. Going to give you 2 minutes to jump up here because let's face it, there's nobody else that does it better than me here. Look, if I want to create drama, it's very easily done. You've came over here Chaotic in a new name, right? With the same shit. Nothing big or clever about that, is there? Yeah. I already know who you are. I just want you to admit it or to jump up on panel. Have a little bit of minerals. Come on, for fuck's sake. Nobody seems to have them no more in this corner of YouTube. Yeah, the deepest, darkest sides of the swamp. All like to sit where they're all comfortable with each other. I'll sit in any fucking one of that companies, me. Do you find how they struggle to go anywhere else but their own little corners? Yeah. I'm inviting anyone of you up, yeah. Anyone is. The conversation can go any way, shape or form. But it just seems like, you know, little creeps like yourself, Chaotic. Now, anyway, Ozymandias, how you do, my love? Mr. My brother's keeper, how you doing? Okay. For me, this is going to be a very short one. Right. Doomerang's been in here since the start. Legend Doomerang, you know. See, this is what we do. We address people and we respect them, right? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to play a nice outro song for you all. Joanne Graham. Long time no see to you as well, love. Have you been hiding? Come on. No, Joanne, love. Just keep myself, love. Trying to be a good boy. Doesn't always work, though, does it? But as I say, post a link if the gay American channels your post a gay link of the. Hey, so. I think what you were meant to say there was post the link of the gay American channels you're going to. Now, do you see how that already gives you away? It's like you've already got an opinion and an assumption of where I'm going to go. But you don't have the links, do you? What's the matter? You've been got right, like, do you know what it is? If your spelling wasn't in your way wasn't so like, you know, I would assume you were Jojo, but Jojo would have got himself away a long time ago. You know, with the spelling, you can't help yourself. So you're not Jojo, right? Definitely someone to do with him, I would have thought. John Burt, we've just got some lovers, haters, or masturbators in the channel. Chaotic. Yeah, we're gone, John. Chaotic. He's or she is still a little bit touchy. I do you one prize money on the Mortal Kombat. It's not Mortal Kombat, it's Verbal Combat. Why don't you hit the link? Chaotic, hit the link I've put out there, son. Hit the link. Jump on the panel. Have your say, right? This is where people like you lose respect from not just me, a lot of other people. You sit and attempt to troll in the chat, but once you're called out, you shake yourself, curl up like a quaver, or melt like a rich tea biscuit in a hot cup of tea, son, right? And then you expect everyone to take you seriously. Do realize you can call me what the fuck you want in that chat, son. You ain't gonna do me any harm, is it? It's not doing you any favors, or is it? So other than that, I mean, you know, now what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna put you in a timeout, right? So you've been put in a timeout. Now, That's you getting put on a naughty step. Right. So hopefully we can play an outro tune to this, and then we can be done with ourselves. Because I kind of had a feeling that it was going to go on like this. Get there. Chris, I took the trash out. Hey. What we're going to play? What we're going to play? A bit of hard trance and techno it's going to be. Share screen.
Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast. Let me hear that fucking bass. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast. Let me hear that fucking bass. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast, dirty, rave.
Ah, you bitch!
Hard, fast. Let me hear that fucking bass. Welcome to a sound that we like to call rave. Welcome. Let me introduce you to a sound that we like to call.
I wonder why I could put you in a timeout. We'll make this ban you.
Hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard,
You sneaky little bastard.
hard, fast, dirty, rave. Hard, fast. Let me hear that fucking bass. That fucking bass. Let me hear that fucking bass. Exploration of space.
Pedro, Y'all ready for this? This.
Belfast, if you've got a light on your phone, I want to see you guys light this place up right now. 22,000 people.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. Oh, take me back to the start. Nobody said it was easy. Back to the start.
Hello, Bricky.
Right. Sorry. I know you couldn't yell that. I could. But I heard a dunk. And I was watching my iPad, right? I wasn't expecting a guest, K2. How dare you interrupt me? That was just so fucking rude and uncalled for.
Oh, I could leave.
How you doing anyway, brother? You all right, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I freaking trying to get on a normal schedule right now since I'm on vacation.
How long you off for?
Say what?
How long you on vacation for?
Just 1 week.
And are you actually on a vacation or are you just off work?
Doing work around the house, so it's a staycation.
It's not. See, this is where the getaway, isn't it, K2? This is where the getaway. Oh, you've got a week off work. Oh, you've got 2 weeks off work, so you can do that. You can do this. You can make good of that. But I ain't getting fucking paid for that shit. It's like there's no motivation to do it. Like, in a sense, you know, like when
you're right.
Yeah, but when your truck tire blows out, K2, right, and you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, right, you have to get yourself out that truck. You have to drag them chains and lift that fucking tire and do whatever you've got to do to change that, right? Because you know, unless you get moving, you ain't earning no fucking dollar. And then the wife's going to kick off for you for that. But that dodgy screw or that leaky, like, whatever, all that shit, it's like, woman, can't you just watch YouTube and do it yourself? You know?
Yeah.
Don't tell her I said that, though, K2. Don't dare tell the wife I said what I've just said there.
I'm sending her transcripts right now.
Yeah, she can't read. Yeah, yeah. No, but it's always good, K2, to get stuff done around the house, my friend, when we've got a spare bit of spare time. If we're not on holiday or vacation, like literally sitting on a beach, men get bored very easy. Do you know what I mean?
Hold on, Bert.
I'm not getting wrong, yeah. You're not getting me told off, are you? Whatever if I'm getting told or whatever he said was a load of shit, right? Okay. We got min.
Sorry, I was throwing in the pizza in the oven.
With her.
I literally woke up. I fell asleep during Chris's stream. Not saying it was boring. I'm just trying to get on a regular schedule.
Oh, whoa. With her. Do you not get away from that one, right? Because you even said, like, why did you fall asleep on Chris's stream? Why?
I woke up too early or whatever. Because I'm used to nights and I'm trying to stay up so I can go. I was trying to fall asleep so I could get like.
Try a little bit of meth to keep you awake until the time where you should be falling asleep.
No, I'm trying to get at like a normal schedule for this week.
Well, then just man the fuck up and stay awake a little bit later, will you? It's not hard. You're talking to someone with insomnia here.
Ricky, I always stay awake for like 16 hours.
Exactly, K2. I know you do. And I know you could stay awake for a hell of a lot longer than that had you need to be. Now, the trick is, yeah, K2, and I'm going to be honest with you, bruv. What you need to do is you need to fill your stomach up, right? And get it prepared and be tired as well and be like at a stage where you've been awake for 12 hours at least, right? To go to sleep, right? For a comfortable 8 hours, right? For you to be able to wake back up and get back into that routine.
Oh, yeah. No, I just need get on days. I need to do blood work for the doctor and all that. So I'm trying to eat right now. Then I'm going to go to the gym around 2. Then I can't eat for like 8 hours and then go do blood work around, 8 in the morning.
You're the proper gym freak, you aren't you? I
am.
You do, and I really, I knew this. I go on.
I mean, I always go every Monday at like 2 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, but I'm trying to stay awake for the whole thing so I can give blood work this week.
You do realize you're going to have to do this all over again, though, once you rechange your body time scale, right? Your body clock, right? For when you go back to work, right? You're going to have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that Saturday I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bar and just stay up.
But it's going to take you 3 or 4 days to do this. You're only going to get 3 days out of it, maybe 4, right? And then you're going to have to do it all over again.
That's true.
I'm just trying to point this out to you, K2. What I think you should do is just man the fuck up and deal with the lack of sleep, right? Okay, because it's going to benefit you in the long run. Because you're going to do yourself 2 times the trouble by fucking it up now, trying to fuck it up again when basically you could just be on a bender for a week. That's basically what your body's going to do. Stay awake for the early hours, mate, right? You don't have to deal with a wife. That's a good thing.
You know what? I should just fucking drink some alcohol and wake up naked on a beach.
Yeah, I don't think the wife would be happy with that.
I don't have a wife.
Oh shit! We've got the legendary Scottish fucking Highlander Gav B and the Norwegian Dan in the chat there, K2, and even Norwegian Dan agrees with me. Look at
Yeah, but when's Dan gonna come up here and we can finish the story?
Well, oh, did you watch that story, mate?
I did not watch the story.
I did. Oh, I watched it all, mate. I tell you what, right? I watched it, and I very rarely like watching K2 anything back to do with myself, right? And I watched it, and it was fucking hilarious. It was hilarious, mate. I mean, I haven't posted the video, but I've got it there. I've got Norwegian Dan's in the back. He's there. He's there.
There he is. Norwegian Dan.
Hello, Danielson.
Hello.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
K2, we do really need to talk because Dan gets a little bit like awkward. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes he gets, and when you see him kick off, he really, really goes for you. So we don't want to piss him off too much, right? But Dan, that story, brilliant, bruv. Now, is he on mute? He's not on mute. No,
There
you're not.
he is.
We can hear you. No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Did you get to download the video, man?
I watched it. I don't know if I don't. Dan, it was.
You're so slow. Dude, I sent it to you like a week or so ago, and you could download it and upload it to your channel.
But I'll be honest with you, Dan. I've been waiting for something like this to happen, right? Where it was, because let's face it, you've done that, right? And the K2, you don't realise with Dan, right? He's a bit of a dark horse, you know. He is.
Well,
he's
some say.
He is. And I watched the video you sent us previously, like the light video, Dan. Do you know that one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Can I be honest with you, Dan? Can I be totally honest with you?
Go on.
That one I enjoyed, but I still can't figure it out. Like,
You're talking about the video where
like the light gets passed from one side to the other, and the ball gets catched and shit like that.
Oh, oh, that one.
Yeah, like, was that something for you to just confuse me with, or what?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
was
I didn't send anything to confuse you.
You know what's
Yeah,
confusing?
I don't
Like
bother-
Finland baseball. It's like baseball if you're on drugs.
Right now K2's putting a little bit of, but Dan's claiming that he never done it to confuse us. K2, I don't believe him. Right, I'll be honest with you. I believe Dan likes fucking with my brain. Right, honestly, I do, and I think he finds it amusing, which I've got no problem with. But
Now I do find it amusing, but I don't try.
I think it just happens.
Oh, so Dan, I mean, there was a few people when we've done that, right? Okay, I've watched it, I found it hilarious. But what I would ask you to do, bruv, right? Okay, you know, because it was about 20 to 30 minutes long, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very long. Yes.
Break it up into 6 to 7 minute slots.
Well, there's one thing you can do. You can go to the 5, like when the start. So what you can do is that you can upload the whole 20 minutes, right?
Mhm.
But when you play it on your stream, you can start it at the final 5 minutes, and I can give you the time code for it, and I can give you the direct link to just watch it and the exact time code, and so you just get the story. But
No. I watched the full version, Dan.
yeah.
Right, and I believe that full version needs uploaded, but not in a full version. It's like it needs to be like in snippets, because you've got to think of people's like time span. Certain people may
Oh,
not.
yes,
think-
yeah, sure, man. Yeah, I agree. Now, if you have any if you have, if you know anyone who could, so because this is sort of what I felt had to be in there because of just for the friends.
Yep.
But if you have anything from time codes, like cut this out or cut this out.
No. Just break that whole thing up into 3 segments, and whatever that was. It was
Really?
about 30 minutes. It was about 30 minutes long at the most.
No,
Wasn't
22. Yeah.
22, right? So there we go. We've got 7 minutes and 33 seconds, 33.3 seconds each. Was my math good there?
I mean,
My
I don't
math
know
was
if that-
good there, wasn't it? 7 minutes and 33.3 seconds.
pretty good. You practiced that one. You're correct.
So if we break it up into 3 7-minute, 33
But
seconds.
what? How would that make sense? How would the first video? So you want that? You want 3 videos
It's basically because, Dan, what it'll do is people can't stay tuned for longer.
Listen,
than
I trust
5
you.
to
I
10
trust
minutes,
you. I
right?
trust you. I'll
Okay,
make
5
it 3.
Now, Dan,
videos.
if you could find, like, you know how when people get a segue in a comedy, right, or something like that, where you can segue into something. If you could find a point at around the 7-minute mark.
Sure.
where
I
it
get
would
you. Yeah.
break off,
I got you.
Break it off there and then restart it again.
Yep.
But basically, the 23 minutes, such and 21, 2 minutes, whatever. If that was broken down into 3 segments, I think it would be a lot more, digestible for people to watch and listen to.
Sure.
Because it was fucking hilarious, mate. I loved it, me. I really did. I just think it needs its best chance to be listened to by everyone, because someone might listen to the first bit and go, I'll wait till tomorrow, but listen to the second bit. But listening to 22 minutes of some stuff, people aren't. I can do it. But even I can't do it in certain circumstances. So just give
Now
me.
I think that the whole 22 minutes would be possible to listen to in a live stream if we have all the people involved listening to it together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that is one possibility.
I would do that. But again, we only have 8 people watching with Dan at the moment, and I guarantee you that like 5 of them aren't anything to do with the whole live stream, so they wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo what was going on. This is more for the comedic value, because it was very comical, Dan. It was. Do you know what I mean? The certain little things you put in.
I got it. Listen, Ricky. The most important part is that you get what you want of value for your stream. So this is something I did just for the fun of it. So if you think that it is the best to cut it up in 3 segments, do that. Just give me a couple of days.
Hey, Dan, no rush, my friend, at all, right? But what I mean is the work you've already done, I wouldn't want a taint of that without putting my little...
Are you okay with me sending the link to everyone who was part of it?
Yeah. So listen, if we get everybody up here now, I would replay that whole fucking video.
I'm saying
I would.
Yes,
I would.
But I'm saying if outside of the stream, are you okay with me just sending the preview? Because I sent it to Kat because she was like the main part of it, and she wasn't even there.
She was.
Right? And she loved it too. So she's watched it.
This was one of the Dan, sorry, this is one of the things I was laughing at. It's like, fucking Oxycat was getting the blame for sitting there and organising this hunt between us.
Yes. And K2 knows this. K2 knows this because this came on like a month ago or whatever it was, K2, with you and Rob. And we talked about
me, Rob, and Grumple. We also need.
Yeah, but listen, Grumple, the military man, right? He was the thickest one out of the lot. I want 24 fucking grenades or something like that. It was that. What was it? 24 Like they had a specific number
Yeah,
between them.
frag grenades.
Frag
like,
grenades, right? And it's like he even give us 2 dozen. It's like, well, why couldn't you just say infinity amounts of them? Do you know what I mean? I wanted a machete. That's all I wanted. I got dragged down the stream and everything. I was nearly fucking dead, man. In this story, I was nearly dead. I woke back up at that stream, and I somehow I survived. Right? I don't
Yeah,
know if
you're,
it was
you're the only one who survived. So I don't know why you're so. I mean, you should be thankful to Grok, but you're just throwing
the fact is I never had a good meal for about 4 or 5 days, right? Okay, so I was very hungry after that, you know. But no, it was,
yeah, sure, yes. No, the thing is though, bro, about Grumple is that he did say, well, if it was like winter, he would like a parka, right?
A parka, is that a jacket?
Yeah,
It's one of those.
a
Yeah,
big
one of
thick
those.
one.
Yeah, it's like one of those North Pole, with a big fuss around the head.
But what was his weapon? No, the parka.
He was going to outlast you. It was going to outlast you. And then I said that let's just make it summer. Like, make it whatever it is now. Like, if it's winter or summer, let's make it whatever time it is now. But Grok didn't pick that up because it was not in the prompt. So what happened in the story? It was actually winter. So I think Grumple has a lot of issues with the stories. I'd love to have Grumple on too, if we ever played it.
Listen, it wouldn't be fair unless we had everybody on, right, Dan? And this is what I mean. I think one day in the near foreseeable, ever forgiven future, if it does happen where we're all on here, I will replay it and like we can go through it again. But I basically have no sympathy for Grumple not picking up on that small detail as a Marine, right? Okay, because I mean,
I'm sure he has his
just going
stories
to point
to
this
tell.
out. Just going to point this out.
We don't have. Yes. Point it out.
I picked a machete. Now I could find myself a sheep, hack it up, and turn it into a parka coat for me, right? Okay. Then, but plus I would still have a lot of lamb, like or mutton. Right, I'd have like protection from the cold and food. He's got himself a parka jacket. How do you expect to fucking find food unless it's berries and fucking weeds? Like, he ain't killing nothing by his hands, is he?
That is true, and unfortunately, he did hit the tree when he was throwing the first frag grenade, which ended in his demise.
Widowmakers down. Sent a few widowmakers down and hit him in the leg with one, and that put him out. Right, so he's got one leg.
Except for he's definitely now out surviving an Oxycat.
Oh, see, Cat was the bitch, you know. Like, look, everyone needs to remember, right? Oxycat, right? She's a lovely woman, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? Anyone got a bad word to say about her, right? To me, say it to me, right? Okay, but unless you've got something to back it up with. I already know she's a bitch, right? But she's not a horrible person. She gave us her land to have this fight on. Them 50 acres were Cat's land, right? That was what we're happening on, right? And we've done that. Cat sat on our balcony with a long-range rifle, right? And just when I'll just pick any one years off at any moment, I find that amusing. I do. You can't, can't take that away.
Well, you're right, Brick. This is really just a story between 6 friends listening to a funny story. But I will send it to you in 3 parts. We don't have to show it on any stream. It will be too difficult and too complicated. Just get everyone together all at once. And it wouldn't make sense unless it's just right. If it's just right, you do have the link and then you can show it. But until that time comes, let me prepare the 3 files. You can upload it as part 1, 2, and 3 on your
Dad, I will be linking you in this. I will be linking you in this. The only time I would have ever done this, I will be linking you in this for accreditation, my friend. Because, like I say, I mean, without that, I know you're not the one to go out there and look.
I don't care about that.
I know that, right? I know that. But I'm not gonna take credit for the work you've done because, like, the way you've done it. And I watched the 22 minutes of it, brother, and I found it fucking hilarious. I did.
I appreciate that, but don't
if
ruin your
break it up-
reputation, man.
If we break it up, Dan, we can get a much wider audience having a bit of a laugh at it, because even it's not about subs like shares or gains, but that was hilarious. The fact that it turned from one thing to another, and then this to that, and then you've got Oxycat popping up and boo, like the
Yeah, well, yeah, people will get it when they see it. Yeah, sure thing. So why did you decide to come on
Who, me?
tonight? Yeah.
To be honest with you, Dan, I've never been, because you've noticed I've never been live for a while. That's why you asked me that question, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I've done it deliberately.
Really?
Yeah, because like I have a lot of, I don't want to say trolls, right? I don't want to say trolls because they're not worthy of that title. Just a lot of antagonizing haters, right? Okay, and I just wanted to see, after being quiet for a while, how long it would take for some of them to pop up, and it didn't actually take long. Like, albeit it was only one of them, right? It was. So I am a little bit grateful for that, right? But I mean, even them down are following me because they knew, like, give me like certain things that they said. If you go back with the chat and you look, I just wanted a clarification of that. And plus, other than that, I mean, nobody else was live. I was on Dusty's earlier on, but I had this one scheduled before I seen him live. So
Cool. You keep gaining subscribers, and that's pretty awesome. Being that you always, delete your streams. I think that's pretty original.
Pretty cool.
Dan, I follow no fucking crowd, right? Okay?
I know.
They do not have to follow me either. One thing I can guarantee to people, right, okay, is that wherever I go, I will be me, right, okay? And if you don't like us, then you probably love us.
There you go.
I got no issues. Listen, I've got no issues with admitting I'm like Marmite.
That's a little gay.
Like Marmite, you love me, you fucking hate us, right? I really couldn't give a shit, though. I really couldn't give two tosses whether you hate me or you love us, right? I mean, don't get us wrong. I'd rather people like us, in a sense, but I get so much more fun out of people disliking us, especially when they jump up on panel. Like, you're a bit of an awkward twat down when you want to be, right? Okay, but you're a lovely person, right? Okay, me and you can have a debate, shit like that. K2 is the biggest bell end going, right? But I can't say a bad word about him, okay? I really can't. But you should jump up on panel and confront me, point out my flaws and shit like that, right? And you can have a laugh about it. It's the people that sit in the chat, right? In the little wannabe trolls that I really want to get my hands on. Really do, but
they slip away, don't they?
Oh, they'll get bored. We go on to the next person. Other than the next person.
I gotta ask you now, Brick, you sent me a YouTube link to something happening in a village, was it?
Yep. Epping.
I saw the whole frigging thing, man. That was
just another one happened tonight now on Sunday, Dan. Right, okay, now.
I saw what happened tonight too.
Right, so that was due to it's a migrant hotel, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And
what happened with the migrants over? Sorry.
So did you know the beginning of the first video I sent you, Dan?
Yeah, the three days ago.
Did you see how the three people got confronted by a man jumping out of the bush?
You didn't send me that.
At the very start of the first stream, right? He jumps out and he confronts three migrants, one with a suit on, another walking across a field. Right? That's how the video starts. That field, right?
Really?
Yes, if you go back and look at it, that field backs on to a migrant hotel and a public school. right? Okay.
Yeah, the migrant hotel is a big part of it. They go back
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, because one of the migrants, two of the migrants in there.
I think the guy cut out the beginning, because when I saw it from the beginning, the one you sent me, and I did not see that, but I heard he spoke about it. He spoke about it.
You'll eat. Sorry, talking to my dog.
So basically what's happened is that migrant hotel, one of the new arrivals, is being prosecuted for
Yes.
rape.
Yes.
Right. On a young girl.
Of minors, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
which is something that has been going on, and they also shouted T. Robinson's name.
Yeah, because when they're shouting Tommy Robinson's name, it's in defiance of the far left, you know, who want to defend this stuff going on. So basically what we had done is we had them accusations go on, right? We had the young girl be accused of being a liar in this small village of Epping, right, by far left protesters on camera, and like they calling her a liar, and then the people of Epping Village, they decided to hold a peaceful protest outside the migrant hotel against this kind of stuff, because people are having enough of this, right? Okay, I don't care where you're from, but people are having enough of this. Then what they've done is they've done that. But Dan, this is the kicker. This is where the kicker is, right? The far left agitators who are not from that local area and are basically part of Antifa and Palestine for Action, other far left organizations, they were trained down on a train to Epping train station. They were escorted from Epping train station to the migrant hotel. Guess who by? Who escorted them?
Police.
The police. They escorted them. Escorted them to the peaceful protest, which was protesting against sexual abuse to minors in the area. And these far left agitators have come to counter protest against it, right? Do you not think that's going to cause tension in the local area for the people that are protesting from that local area, when people are getting shipped and bussed in from outside to come and protest against it, basically calling people that are concerned about their children being raped, right?
Yeah, you're obviously an idiot, Bricky, because the police didn't think so.
Yeah, I know, but the police are always right on with Dan. You know, this is one thing we've got to, you know, we can't.
Oh, I saw the whole video. It was pretty damning.
Crazy, Dan. We live.
Oh my gosh. But this is like the first time I've seen someone on the Antifa side being surrounded.
Oh, it's nice.
Well, basically, there was about 40 or 50 of them. And do you know they get about 30 to 34 pound per shift for turning up at these demonstrations? It's been found out right now.
They're being paid, are they? Oh, goodness.
Non-government organizations or whatever it is, right? The money gets filtered down from the government to smaller hands, to street value, and basically people that are on benefits, right, doing fuck all with ourselves, can turn up to 6 protests a week, right, okay, and earn nearly 400, 500 pound a week just for
half of them felt bad. Half of them you could see they felt bad.
Those Antifa reminds me of the brown shirts when a certain mustache man was starting to get in power, if you remember history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would call the ones who are doing the things they are protesting, the things that are going under the banner of a certain ideology that is called a religion, and what they are doing all around Europe right now. I think those are the brown shirts, and whoever is managing to take care of that, who knows? If someone can manage to,
you should say that there, Dan, my friend, right? Because this is something I recognise today, brother. There was a protest in Manchester, right? Okay, now Action for Palestine is now being classified as a terrorist organisation in Britain. Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, it has, right? So basically, it's brand new, the law. It's brand new, the legislation and the law, right? But basically what happened yesterday, about 15, 20 people turned up in Manchester. I'll send you the link down for the actual video, right? Okay, to watch it, right? So a certain amount of people turned up, right? And they sat down with signs and stuff like that, right? Okay, protesting against the genocide for Palestine, for action for Palestine, right? Okay, now what's happened is you look at the people that are sitting down and protesting for it. They're all middle-aged or old-aged, white, middle-class people, or like young children with long ponytails and stuff like that. That I've not, like, there is not one person of an ethnic, like an ethnic fucking, like similarity, like somebody from Palestine or somewhere like that protest. It is all useful idiots. It's like they're all getting told, go and do this for us.
I have a theory on this. I think it's like way above people. They use politicians as puppet people with so much money. They don't care because they tell us that we're destroying the earth and we need to stop having kids, yada, yada, yada. And they use the idiots to strongman this. And then while they're automating everything so we can't use our labor to make money, and then we're all going to be relying on them, then we're going to stop reproducing, yada, yada, yada. I'm black pill about this. But you get what I'm saying, like.
Totally. And I think actually the three of us on this panel right now, right? Okay, let's not go too deep into it, because let's bear in mind where I'm from and what I can and can't say, right? But Dan, K2, we all know what's going on. Realistically, people, we see what is happening in front of our fucking eyes, right? Okay, we're not dumbed down by this, right? We're not fooled by it, but there is a pathway to how this comes to an end game, right? And the way I'm seeing this, the longer this goes on, right?
Don't give up your gun rights and get drones.
We don't have gun rights in this.
I was talking about the Americans. Don't let them fool you.
Yeah, but what I mean is, for me, like, I'm just like, I'm here. I've got to like take a stance, right? But I am not going to go and put my neck on the fucking line, right? Okay, as a nobody, and start shouting this and that and t'other and end up like a Lucy Connolly, right? Okay, when you've got her in jail for nearly 3 years, right? When you've just had this other fucking like an immigrant that kicked a fucking 6-year-old in the head, right? And then assaulted like police officers. He got 16 months, right? Now come on. Let's just do the math and the logistics, sharp people, right? Okay, this isn't good. This isn't comfortable.
Yeah, look at Norway. We have the same thing, and I don't know if there's a. I suspect, I can't say for sure, or I'd be an idiot, but I suspect that it's because we have female judges who feel sympathy for people who do not, follow the culture. And so we have horrible, atrocious things happening, and it is being deemed or judged. Yes, this was a wrong, but the judgment is like 6 months of community service.
Dan, if this was women and children coming into this country, brother, if they were what was coming over on these boats, right?
But it's not.
I promise you, Dan, I would literally be at fucking Dover, and I would be helping these women and children into the country, right? And thinking, right, but it's not the case, people. It is not the case. It is young fighting age men, and they're not fleeing a war. They're preparing for one.
Oh yeah, you can clearly see it.
So you can't sit there as a UK government and try and label us people that have different viewpoints to use, right? Which that's far right, and it's common sense, man. You can't sit and convince us, because this is what I say, right? All these libertarian and fucking leftists that vote for these immigrants to come into this country and you know the constituents in the places, like the areas that vote for this, I say put them all in that area then. So any what area that votes for them, let's just put them there, right? Let's put them in your houses, in your hotels. Like, if we don't vote for it, right, as a fucking community, you shouldn't be able to put them in our community. Put them in your fucking community.
Know where
Yeah.
we should put them? We should make an alligator Alcatraz for Britain and Europe. Put alligators.
I really do. Alligators.
Round them up.
Look, I'll be honest with you. This is my take on it, right? You know, when they're crossing the channel, because let's face it, they've already reached Calais, haven't they? Okay, they've reached Calais, haven't they?
I saw a video of the French poking holes in their boats before they leave the beach.
No. First and foremost, they've actually reached Calais, haven't they? Which isn't a war-ridden country. It's a safe country. They've came through multiple safe countries, and they get to Calais. Now, this is one thing, just to start off with, right? The French government or the French, they provide them with life jackets, right, at Calais. But then they come over to Dover and ask for them life jackets back, right? Now, is that not a little bit of a piss take to start with? Like, let's face it, right? He has a life jacket, but we want it back when you get to the other side so we can give the other person it and whatnot. Right? Now, look, this is what I would do as a British, like, in charge of Britain. This may sound a bit sick and twisted, people, right? Okay, but I really don't give a shit, right? I would watch them get a third of the way here. I would assess the dinghy, as long as there's no women and children on there, right? Okay. I would shoot the dinghy and let it deflate. So basically, before they get half the way there, they have to look and choose which way to swim. Now, it's further to get to England than it is to get back to fucking Calais, right? So they're going to turn around and swim for the closest point. Now, if there's women and children on there, what we're going to do is we're going to provide a boat and a vessel. We're going to get them people out of the water, but we're going to just kick you away. You middle-aged men, kick you away, fuck off, get away, swim. Choose.
Yeah, I mean, why does it have to go that far? I mean, the problem is that there is this big migration crisis, and all of the people who come across are fleeing their country. The ones who are left in the country are women and children. That should tell you everything you need to know about that people, whoever they are.
Dan, have you seen the working crisis that's going over, the illegal work, the black market? Like Uber Eats, Just Eats and Deliveroo, right? Okay. They're just 3 of them, right? They come over here, and before they come over here, they get put in a hotel, right? Bear in mind, Dan, they're not allowed to work, you know? Not allowed to work, but they have Deliveroo vehicles in a cordoned off area in their hotels. What they get paid for to live in for free, right? For nothing. And then get to go out and work tax-free because they're not allowed to work doing it illegally. This is hello, Tim Smith. How we do with it? After Tim Smith's a legend. He's probably not going to be nice, but I have to highlight his comment, right? Tim Smith, just passing. Have a great look there. Tim Smith, you're a legend. Always have been, my friend, right? Tim, this is just another one of them ones. We're back to the conversation. Yeah. So they're allowed to work, right? Or not allowed to work, but nothing gets done about it. It all gets swept under the carpet.
So who the hell wants this big divide? Who wants us to get into this either? I mean, because nothing good can come of this. All of us grew up in the West knowing that you have to work to earn your place. If you can't work, you need to do your best. And for some reason, we are being put up we're put into this race war. They want us to sort of, the weakest in our community
Victim
Well,
Olympics. It's a victim Olympics.
It's to
Well,
keep us
yes,
fighting each other so we can't see what's
that's
going
the thing.
around us.
Yeah, and we're not really even fighting each other. We're just fighting other human beings that are being treating
Right.
our people poorly. And
So Dan,
yeah,
look at one thing that 83% of Britain is made up about with white British nationals, right? 83%. Okay. So, like, statistically, percentage-wise, they're going to be held accountable for the like per capita, going to be held accountable for the most crime because they make up the biggest population, right? Okay, but like, sorry, when I said per capita, if you look at British and other fucking like ethnic minorities
sure.
and whatnot, like they when you dumb it down to that, like, so Brits are made 83% up, like this one's made that percentage up and that one's made that percentage up, but then you go to the basis of how much crime is committed by said people, right? You find out that the British people are not that bad, even though they make up 83%, right? And we're importing more crime from outside countries that don't have British values, don't treat women the same, don't want gay rights. Look, I'm not really a big advocate for gay people, right? Okay, but I really don't want to go and stone them in the streets or like chuck them off buildings, right? That's not my forte. Okay, they can do what they want, but what I mean is, at the moment, there are
You're
so
right.
many bigger fish to fry. We are literally importing terrorism and crime at a rate that is bigger than what we already have. And these far leftists that don't even fucking see this happening, they're going to be the first people to be put on the chopping board.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll gladly die on this hill. I really will.
I'll tell you what, this conversation's getting heated, boys, right? Okay, so we need to, like, this is not how I intended this to go, right? Okay, so
No,
let's
no, I'm just saying,
we're going to keep this going, right?
Well, what I'm saying, Bricky, is I don't want to end someone's existence. What I'm saying is that I'm gladly willing to die on this hill of our existence not ending, is what I'm saying.
Now, Dan, look, as I say, my friend, I've seen, like, you were a bit of a dark horse to me, Dan, right? Okay, from the first time I met you, but you had this little thing about you, right? You're very comedic, right? Comedic. When I say that, in a sense where it was like you didn't say nothing for a long time, but when you did say something, it was so fucking funny. And it was, if you didn't get it, right, it was like satire, humor. I get that, right? Okay, I get that. But also now knowing you a little bit more, Dan, brother, you're the reason for you doing stuff, mate, right? My hat goes off to you, and I've already told you this, right? Okay, I won't press on that. But K2 as well, you know, he's a younger man than me, okay? He does a very hard job. He goes to the gym a lot, right? But I mean, I'd still fuck him up, Dan. I'd still punch him all over. But he's a funny fucker. He is. He's hilarious.
He is.
And the fact
I try.
Yeah, but K2, you have been coming out your shell a little bit more lately, my friend, and you've been debating and you've been doing stuff, and it's like I like that when I see people blossom and stuff like that, you know. For me, I've never had a problem with confidence, never ever. If you haven't already like witnessed, I've got no problem with putting myself on the chopping board. It doesn't bother me, right? But certain people, I'd like to see them do more of it because they have more to offer than like me, for example, like used to yourselves. I believe used to putting yourself on the chopping board a bit more with a bit more confidence would do a lot more than the degenerate shit that I do, if you get what I mean.
Maybe.
I get you.
Maybe.
I was being quiet there for like a response. I saw Christine say typical Geordie Bricky, right? It is, she's right. She's absolutely bang on. You know, but you do realize you two, right? You know, if it was to come into a circle room, right, and there was one door in and one door out, right, you do realize I would tie you and fuck the pair of yous up, right? Like I would, and I could, even at 40 years old, right? I could still fuck the pair of yous up physically, right? But you know, that's not how I want to work, boys. It's not, right? I just want an easy life, and I think us people with the like-minded values, we need to start. There's not enough of we. There isn't enough of us people, right, to be fighting against each other. We need to really start grabbing onto people like ourselves and thinking, let's have something in common than something like in a, you know, like I was going to say discommon, but that's. But
Dude, if we don't hang together, we're gonna hang separate.
And I believe that life's too short. Right, there is so much more available for us if like we were, you know, start, you know, coming together a little bit more. It like Nicky homo. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, none of that shit. But it's I don't know. I never intended for this conversation to go this serious, so I'm gonna blame K2 for it, right? Dan will blame K2 for it.
That would be a fair assessment.
Right, okay, right. He came here first, Dan, so we'll blame him for it, right? Okay.
Well, it's a good talk, K2. I appreciate it.
No
Well,
problem.
we could blame Oxycat though. We could just blame her. She's not here.
Yeah, we'll just blame Oxycat. It makes
we've
sense.
done that. We'll blame Oxycat.
I've been doing that for like a week straight.
Yeah, driving around in a fucking Chevy and shit like that, and a fucking Humvee and whatnot, you know, running people over. Bitch, Oxycat. Fuck you. We love you, darling. We love you.
Well, listen, Bricky. Just to put this one to rest, I appreciate it, man. I really do. And I think that whatever is coming our way, I think the good of any kind of culture will stand with us. And let's just put it to rest there. All right? And that's how it is.
I'm going with John, yeah. Let's go with John. Dan.
All right. Got it.
Yeah,
Well,
I stand. Right, but it's Cat's fault, Dan.
All right, got it.
Yeah, but let's face it. The whole story, what we came on here talking about, right? Okay, was orientated around Cat's fucking, like, you know. I mean, can I be honest with you? If I was to have anybody in control of the whole fucking thing, right? Okay, you know, Cat would be the person I would choose, just because she's so nice, right? But just so vindictive as well, and it's very humorous. But yeah, Dan,
well, she's a taxidermist as well, right?
Who's a taxidermist? Cat is.
Cat is.
She has a taxidermist.
Now we've just worried me. Now it's
No, she is a taxidermist. You gotta say she's a.
So basically, I'm now picturing like trophies in a basement of YouTubers that have been taxidermied, right? Okay, like Cat's gonna do this, right? And I'm gonna help her do it, right? Okay, so K2, she wants you next.
I'll be right back. I'll let you two talk about this. I'll be right back.
Dan, don't worry. You're only third. You're third.
I think she wants my head on a platter or one of those mounts. I don't know.
I really don't think you're worth the fucking taxidermy fucking, like, I don't really think, let's face it, come on, kids. It's going to take a hell of a lot. It's going to take a hell of a lot to do something like that. Like, I mean, you said this to me now, right? Because I've seen lambs and shit like that and whatever on Cat's porch and stuff, and I'm just thinking to myself, she's just not a woman that would do this unnecessarily, right? Okay, she's basically giving these people life beyond life. Like, but like for little cunts or twats like you, K2, that have pissed her off, right? Okay, I'm just thinking from my point of view, my perspective, yeah. If I was a taxidermy, right, and I was a sick, evil bastard, right, I would fuck you up and I would put you in the basement, right? Okay, and I would taxidermy, just so I can look at you and go, haha. just my point. I'm not me as Bricky. I'm just saying me as like Cat having that ability, you know. So let's blame Cat for this. Thank you, not me. Remember that. We blame Cat for this, not me.
Yeah, it's all Oxycat's fault. I'll blame her.
Oh, mate, that's it. We're done. We're done. K2, we're done, right? Brother, right, thank you very much for being there, right? I gotta keep doing this any longer, right? We're done. Oh.
Hold on, I want to address something. John, I am the soulless beast.